So what happens when a government stops counting hunger, not solving it, not debating it, just stops measuring it? On September 20th, 2025, the USDA announced via press release that it was terminating the long-running Household Food Security Report, the national benchmark for tracking hunger in America. The 2024 report will apparently still be released this October, but there will be no survey in 2025. No more national snapshot of who's skipping meals. No more annual baseline for food banks or school programs or Congress. The USDA called the report redundant, costly, politicized, and fear-mongering. And just days later, multiple USDA researchers tied to the series were placed on paid leave, pending internal review. But this isn't just one report. It's part of a broader pattern. In 2020, House investigators found that political appointees at HHS tried to edit or delay key CDC reports during the pandemic, though Republican members disputed claims of making it political. In 2019, NOAA leadership issued a public statement contradicting its own weather forecasters to support a false hurricane path claim. An internal probe later found that violations of scientific integrity policy existed. And over the past decade, public-facing data has been cut, removed, or just left to rot. BLS dropped its green jobs and mass layoff programs after 2013 budget cuts. EPA removed climate change web pages in 2017 that were never fully restored. And in early 2025, the CDC quietly took down LGBTQ, HIV, and youth health data pages, some of which were later restored, but only after public backlash. In each case, it's not just the data that disappears, it's the public's ability to know what's real. Now here's where the Constitution comes in. It doesn't mention hunger reports, but it does build in visibility. The enumeration clause requires national counting. The statement and account clause demands the publication of government spending. And the very idea of a republic, of self-government, relies on shared facts that allow the people to oversee those in power. I said allows the people to oversee those in power. James Madison said, "A popular government without popular information is but a prologue to a farce or a tragedy." Thomas Jefferson wrote, "Whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government." So what happens when we stop measuring pain? What happens when government cuts the yardstick, just as food prices remain high and new laws shrink SNAP eligibility by millions? You get a civic blackout. You get a world where no one has to fix what no one's allowed to see. This is especially dangerous in a fourth turning moment, when old systems break down and legitimacy is up for grabs, when the scoreboard goes dark, people cling to whatever narrative benefits their side, and power concentrates in those who can control the story. But here's what we lose. Without data, local food banks can't plan, schools can't adjust nutrition programs, and Congress can't target spending. And the public, we the people, can't hold anyone accountable because we don't know that there's a problem. When we stop measuring hunger, we start tolerating it. And the only ones who benefit are the ones who already have everything they need. So if measurement is power, who are we giving that power to when we let it disappear? Who speaks for the hungry when the government stops counting them?